So my point to you is find what it is you like, what you're good at, what you enjoy, and utilize that to your advantage to take you down the road so you can find your job that speaks to you, even if you have to create it yourself. So you're in the 8th grade, but before you know it, you're going to change. In 4 years, your mind, your body, your hopes, your desires, your dreams, your likes, your ambitions, all change because you're changing. But as you change, you get to know who you are and you start seeing things that you want to do. Who in here is going to go to college? Or has a dream of going to college? Or already knows what they want to study when they go to college? Look at all these hands! I love it! What do you want to do when you go to college?
Business management.
That's great, because you can do anything with business management. You learn payroll, you learn how to hire and fire people, you learn about human resources. You can learn all the structural things to put that business together, so in case you don't want to work for someone, you have that power to do it on your own as an entrepreneur, and there's nothing better than that. The power of creating your own thing and utilizing what you're good at to make your entity. Who else in here has a different job that they're looking to do when they go to college? I know you have energy and you want to say something. You're 8th graders, you're never quiet. What do you want to do? You don't know? That's okay. It'll come to you. Do you know what you want to do when you go to college? Who else? Come on, don't be looking at the stars and everybody looking up at the ceiling. Has anyone in here ever thought about being a journalist? I know we had one. What kind of journalist do you want to be? What kind?
They're a little shy in the morning.
No, it's okay. They're good though. They're good. It's always good to start thinking about what it is you want to do. If you like fashion, figure out a way to incorporate that into how you can make money. Who in here likes to play video games? Oh yeah, look at all these hands. Yeah. See, video games is also a form of journalism. You think about all the people that are part of a video game. You have voice talents. You have the people that create the characters and do the storyboarding. That's a form of writing. You have individuals who do the creative outlook of what the whole story is going to be through the animation by developing these characters. So you have these artists and who can draw. So if you like to draw, you like to paint, you have a vivid imagination, you love video games, think about that. But you also want to give yourself the opportunity to understand the business side of it. So when you do present to someone, you can also know that I also know the workings of this. I just don't want to be your animator. I know the behind the scenes, because then you become more valuable. So for me, as a journalist, I learned all different aspects. So I didn't just stay with radio. I moved on to doing television. I started working on doing news writing. I worked myself up to do traffic, and then I started working at KTAR, where I did nothing but write commercial scripts and then voice those in a little box. And let me tell you something, voice talents get paid a lot of money. If you can take your words that are written on a piece of paper and bring them to life and sell a product, you can make really good money. And that's a form of journalism that nobody really thinks about. That's not glamorous, you're not in front of the camera. But it's one of those jobs you really don't have to worry about what your hair looks like that day, what you're wearing, because you're in a box. You're just reading papers every day and words, and you're bringing them to life. So think about what it is you want to do. So for me, because I won this radio contest, turned it into a career, I had never went to college. So in 2013, I said, you know what? I've been doing radio, TV, I've worked myself up, I've got a lot of hands-on experience, but I want to have a level of value so when I do go to another job to present myself and they want to invest in me, I want to at least have a piece of paper to show them that I took the time to not only do the hands-on job, but also to be disciplined enough to get my degree. Let me tell you something, it wasn't easy because I was working 2 jobs at the time. I was on TV in the morning on Channel 7 doing live interviews and TV reports, and then in the afternoon I would go to iHeartRadio and I would do news writing and traffic reports, and in the evening I would go to school. Full schedule, but I did it. So when I got done and I graduated in 2018, and I presented myself to different entities or businesses or opportunities, they could see all the experience I had working in the field hands-on But then when you tell them, oh, and I recently graduated as well, they're like, well, I thought you would have graduated a long time ago. No, I was just doing that. That was just me being me. But now this is me being the mature me, but also getting that piece of paper to show that I am definitely into this for the long haul. But the best part is too, is that you can create outside of that. And that's what I did. I started creating other things outside of it to be my own boss, just like you could do if you get that business degree. So now I work as an entrepreneur and I use my journalism in a whole new way. I found a niche by working with nonprofits in the community to help them share their story, because a lot of times what they do doesn't get highlighted on the news. So I created a talk show on YouTube to give them a platform to come in and share their story, which helps me do interview skills and stay on that road, so in case someone wants to see something current. But then I found my niche, and I created a public speaking workshop. So educational institutions, businesses, leadership groups, churches, they hire me as a consultant to come in and work with their students, their staff, their faculty, to get them prepared to utilize their voice in the best way possible to do that presentation. I just finished working in 3 schools in the Chandler School District last year with 5th graders to help them understand the power of their voice and who they are. So by the end of the program, we worked together for 5 weeks in 3 different schools, and 5th graders have a lot of energy. But they were all confident by the end of that 5 weeks, and one by one, they came up in front of the class and they shared a story about who they are. Because that's what connects us, our words, our stories, our expressions. So whenever you go out and you're thinking about what it is you want to do, think about not only the instantaneous thing that you're doing right now that brings you joy, that you love. Think about the long term and how you can add on to that by getting your degree, getting a certificate, going to a trade school. So you can present yourself with more credibility, qualifications to that potential job or opportunity. Or you can use those skills to build and create your own brand as an entrepreneur. So you gotta give yourself options. So never sell yourself short, always think about long term, think about the big picture, and enjoy every phase of it that you're going through. Because I know each and every one of you in this classroom has something special. You show it with your individual style, you show it through your personality, you show it through the things you like and that you gravitate toward. So start thinking about those things and find a way to use it to your advantage so you can get the career that you want. You might not know what that career is yet, but everything you're doing right now is leading you in the direction of where that career could be. Who knows? You could be the next, I know some of you want to be those social media stars, you want to be a YouTuber, you want to be an influencer on Instagram. But you have to realize that you're already an influencer, right? You know that, right? Because you influence yourself every day. You are the influencer. The moment you're born, you're individual, you're the influencer. So you don't have to have clout by having someone like your stuff on Instagram. Because you already like it. Because you're doing it, right? Because you're fabulous. Look at you. You already know. You're going to business school. I ain't worried about you. What do you want to do? See? Working with animals and pets, you will always be busy because there's so many people, they love their pets more than their children. So you will always be busy. You will always have a job. So do not fear. Good road.
I had a question. You mentioned how you've been involved in all these different types of media, whether it was radio or like network, and you've done reporting and interviewing, you're even doing now the community stuff with regard to education. What, if you're thinking long term, what do you think your dream job, dream gig would be with regard to those all the different types of jobs you have?
Well, I have it right now. Once I launched my business last year and started really working in the niche that I created with these nonprofits and more community involvement, that's what I love doing. So being a part of this, being able to come in and do career day, working with different individuals on my terms, but helping them get what they specifically need, and just being more one-on-one, hands-on with individuals, and helping them understand, like I said, the power of their voice, how to express themselves, be confident in front of their peers, their co-workers, maybe at their church when they have to do a presentation. I love it because I meet different individuals at different stages of their lives, and it still gives me the opportunity to continue the storytelling process. But it's on my terms, and it's done in a way where I have more of a one-on-one connection with the people that I interact with, that become my clients, become my friends, and it's good. So yeah, I feel like everything that I've done has led me to this point, and now I get to do it as my own entity. But I still sometimes will do things with different, like freelance with a television station, or write an article for a business magazine or something like that. But I do. I love being out in the community. Any other questions? I know you all are fired up. You're ready. You're thinking to yourselves, "Ooh, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna think about our careers, or not." No questions?
Come on, guys.
Um,
What years were you at Power 92?
I was there from 2002 to 2006. Yep, it went by fast. Life goes fast.
More fun working at Power 92 than KTAR, I imagine?
Yes. KTAR was fun. It was more tedious, and it's news, so it's more intense. But Power 92, obviously, it was entertainment. There were celebrities, musical artists coming in all the time. You got to travel. You got a lot of free perks. Yeah, you got to do, things out on the street. It was fun. You got to meet people, give away prizes. You got to host concerts and things. This is all pre-COVID. Oh, so much fun. So much fun. Okay, this is your last opportunity. I know it's burning inside of you. You have a question. I know you do. You got that good hair. You got to have a question. Come on.
Who are some celebrities that you've worked with?
Oh my gosh, I worked with a lot. I met Jim Carrey. I got to meet Muhammad Ali before he passed away. I got to go to Vegas when 50 Cent had his big launch party. I've got to do, when the movie Anchorman came out, they sent me to LA to do the premiere. They put me up in a hotel. They put money on my room so I could go to room service, and I got to meet Will Ferrell and the whole cast. Yeah, went to New York several times for the MTV Video Music Awards. Got to go backstage. Met Jimmy Fallon a few times. Yeah, it was just fun. I got to meet The Rock. He actually came to Power 92 2 years after I got there. Did a whole in-studio thing with us. Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of concerts. A lot of good energy. See, that's what I say. You got to think about what it is you want to do and how to maximize it to speak to your passion, your interests. Because you want to do something that brings you joy. You just don't want to show up at a job. Your career should be something that you truly enjoy, that speaks to who you are. So I always knew I had to find something to where I got to speak, I got to talk, I got to hang out, because it never felt like I was working. I was just chilling with celebrities. Got to do stuff with Disney. When the Pirates of the Caribbean came out, they sent us to Disneyland. We got to meet Johnny Depp, the entire cast. We got to be on the red carpet. We got to ride, we got to eat. It's just cool perks that you get for being in the job. So think about what it is you want to do. Whether you want to do something in sports with animals, you want to run a business, you want to help children, you want to teach like your teacher. Think about it. But it has to bring you joy, because you just don't want to work. You want to have fun, right? Well, I appreciate you. It's career day. I'm so happy I was here. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for your attention. Hope you learned a little something. You had some fun, and enjoy the rest of your day, because you're going to have some other speakers coming in. So start thinking about what it is, because they're going to ask you some questions too, okay?
Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, thank you.